So who recognises this then? Where's the badge? There it is. There's the badge. Right. So for this, this drum for me kind of represents an era. This represents the first thing actually that this drum brings to mind actually is Dennis Chambers, because I think he actually used one. I think as a side snare, but I think he had a kit in this colour. You know, in the sort of mid 90s, early mid 90s, and this just represents that period for me, and it'll never do anything less than just sort of represent the sort of mid to late 90s for me. I got this drum, and I'm going to say I think I'm pretty much certain I got this drum in 1995, because I can remember where I got it from. And I know I was using it at sort of 95, 96, because I've got photos as well. It is, as you have seen though, the a Pearl 12x7 all maple shell Soprano. I think it's the Soprano. I think they did this, which is, as I said, the 12x7, and then they did like I think it was a 10x4 as well, which was like the Soprano or something like that. But this drum was quite popular at the time. It's, in fact, I could be wrong. I've not checked at the time of actually doing this, but I think they still do this drum actually. I know it went through a revision or two with the lugs. These are obviously the single lugs that were very popular in the 90s, and then it went on to the sort of the Masters sort of single lugs, but this is, you know, I don't even really know that much about this drum. This is the sad thing about it. I mean, I've changed the heads in the last few years, so you just got the standard coated ambassador and clear on the bottom there. These are the original snare wires. I've only just really realised, apart from the fact that there's some marks on the shell, which I've only just realised, but I've only now looking at it, just how thick the shell is. If you can get like let's see if I can get that, there you go. So you can sort of get an idea of how thick that shell is, which, you know, it does explain why it's got such a high fundamental sound to it. But you know, as I said, this is kind of like an era defining drum for me. This was quite popular at the time. I think mine is slightly custom because it's got the, you know, the dented hoop bit there, obviously there and there as well. I don't know what the hell's caused that. It's obviously taken a bang somewhere, which is unusual in itself because my drums don't get put in that position generally, and since I don't really use this drum a lot, I have no idea how that happened, but happened it has. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, as I said, I mean, I've lost the I've lost the air hole grommet. Obviously came off. I know it came off a while ago. I've still got it somewhere. I don't think it was very good to begin with. It's only sort of a cheap plasticky silver thing, but you know, if I find it, I can stick it back on. But you know, I mean, all in all though, it's a very functional drum. This was my first 12-inch snare drum from what I can remember, and for a period in the mid 90s I was using this as my main snare drum. I'd kind of given up on 14s at that point, and yeah, so this was my main snare drum for a good while. So, but anyway, this is what it sounds like. So thank you for watching. You know, hopefully there'll be people my age that will remember these drums, or at least remember seeing them. So hopefully that was a bit of a nostalgia trip. And that was my phone. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time.